Hi, you guys, and welcome back to our Marriage Matters session. Listen, first and foremost, because we like to do things decently and in order, we want to acknowledge the fact that many of you tuned in live with us, but we kept having service interruptions. We apologize for that technical issue and are grateful that you have decided to come back and tune in now. Hey, if you have been following Ladies Night Out, you know that one of our panel sessions is relationship status. There, we will be covering 3 things, and that is being single, being married, and living divorced. We've had our Conquering Divorce session with Dr. Lakita Long. We've had our Living Single with Ronell Hoff. And tonight, I am here with our very own special guest, straight out of Fresh Start Church, Miss Vernice Cooper. She's going to introduce herself. I'm going to fall back, and then we are going to get into this hot topic, Marriage Matters.
So much, Lady V. I'm just happy that you chose me, Dr. Lakita Long, and Ronell to be part of Ladies Night Out. We're going to have fun, y'all. I don't know if you haven't got your tickets yet. You better get your tickets. We have a live DJ. We're going to dance. We're going to give giveaways. We're going to give hope. We're going to have some healing in the room. So please join us January 20th. At Ladies Night Out. If you haven't gotten your ticket already, please do so. My name is Vernice Cooper. I am so lucky to be here with my first lady, Lady V from Fresh Start Church. I just want to acknowledge the fact that we're trying to do something new in this community, new in the city of Vallejo. We're at a new restaurant in Vallejo. And like Lady V said, we really do apologize for the service interruptions, but we're going to do it right. We're going to get it right on this video.
Because that's what we do.
That's what we do. We try.
Yep.
And we're a little silly. I didn't know when I met her that she was this silly, but if you know me, you already know I'm a little crazy. Vernice Cooper, mom, wife, healer, right? Counselor, friend, cousin, daughter. I wear many titles, like every woman. For all the queens out there who are listening, we wear a lot of titles.
We sure do.
We wear a lot of titles, and today I want to talk about a couple of things. I don't know how much time she's giving me, but one thing I want to talk about, we're going to dispel this myth about happy wife, happy life. I know a lot of people say that, and I think that is it sounds too easy. It sounds too easy. Happy wife, happy life. It's not that simple, right? The journey of marriage is just that, a journey. When you say happy wife, happy life, you're talking about a destination. And marriage is not a destination. Marriage is a journey, right? It's a process.
That's good.
So I hope that you stay with us as we continue to talk about what that is. I started the live video with about talking about happiness. One of the reasons that happiness, I don't believe that we really understand the concept of happiness. Happiness is temporary. It's conditional. Right? It's time limited, right? I don't know about you. I don't sleep happy.
Right.
I just sleep.
That's
right? But
good.
this concept I want to introduce you to is a concept of joy. And I want to reframe happy wife, happy life.
Ooh, go ahead.
Joyful wife, joyful spouse, joyful house. It's different because when you have joy, when I talked about happiness, it's a concept of the mind, right? It's a concept of the heart, right? There's things that make your heart happy, and your spouse, your husband can make you happy, but joy, he can't give you joy. And that's a hard thing for us to realize because we put a lot of pressure on men to give us that soul work that we need to do.
That's good.
Any questions? I know you were looking at me like you had a question.
Ooh, I'm just.
So, the reason I love talking about joy, right, is because it is unconditional. I mean, what holds you when things are all bad? What settles you, right? Where are you grounded? Where are you planted? You are not planted in the arms of a man, not even your husband.
Right.
So when you come to Ladies Night Out, I want to give you a few tips.
Yeah, break it down.
About how to access joy.
You ready?
So we're going to talk about how to access joy.
Get ready.
But another concept I really want to talk about is I'm not a doctor. I'm a practitioner. I practice addiction medicine at Kaiser. Shout out to all the Kaiser, kp.org, Thrive folks who are watching this video. I'm not a doctor, so I don't like to talk about brains, women and men's brain. But can I talk about men's processing center?
Oh yeah.
Because men have a gift. They have many gifts, but let me tell you about this one gift they have that women don't have, and that is the gift to compartmentalize.
Yep. So true.
Okay? Hold the mic.
Listen, because if any of y'all are married, you already know that what she just said is true. So go on and break it down.
I'm shaping like a circle. It's not the brain. I don't want nobody trying to say she was talking about the brain because I'm not a doctor. But men have a processing center. And what I'm trying to tell you is that in that processing center, there's all these little doors, right?
Okay.
For men. And they have like a work door, an intimacy door, right? They have a finance door.
Right.
And so they have like so many compartments that they're able to operate from. That is a gift.
Yes.
But we don't understand the gift.
Because we don't have it.
We don't have that gift. You want to talk about women's processing centers? It is one big door. You open a door and everything falls out, right? And I think this is important in marriage because when you understand that men have the gift of compartmentalization,
yes,
you will understand as a woman who has joy that radiates from the inside, it is your job to be a thermostat. It's your job to turn the heat down, to cool things off or to warm things up. So you understand, because I'm guilty of this and my husband will admit, when we talk about compartmentalizations, I'll call him and I'll say, hey babe, I know you're at work. There's one door. And I know you want to watch the game later. Ooh, she's talking about entertainment. But I was wondering if we can go to a movie. Intimacy? Right? We overwhelm them so much because that's how our brains work.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And I just want to talk about, the very special gifts that men and women have that are very different. But when you understand it and they complement each other, this thing called marriage is a beautiful thing. It is having a partnership. And we all seek connection. Even the people who say, I'm good by myself. I don't need nobody. I don't have no friends. I don't mess with nobody. We all seek connection, right? Because that same person who tells me that they don't want to talk to nobody, they got 17,000 followers on Facebook.
Yeah.
And to bring the happiness and joy a little closer to home for the people who are on Facebook watching this, let me say this: happiness are your posts. You know those cheesy posts? That's happiness. It's caught in the moment, right? But joy is everything that happens in between those posts.
Yeah.
It's the thing that sustains you. It's the thing that sustains your marriage, and you don't get it from your husband. So I hope you guys are coming to Ladies Night Out so we can talk a little bit about joy, happiness. I can give you some tips.
Man, listen though, you've said a couple of things that listen, I don't know if y'all caught it. First of all, you spoke to man's ability to compartmentalize as a gift.
It's a gift.
That is so profound because as women, a lot of us actually get annoyed with that and we look at it as something negative because men don't think the way that we do. And so we look at that and we get irritated by it. We say, well, why can't he understand the way I understand it, and why can't he think the way I think? And we get frustrated with that. And so even being able to take something like that and change our perspective and say he has a different gift than I have, it allows us to approach their thought process from a positive standpoint, and that is amazing. Just something as simple as that is beautiful. And the happiness versus the joy, and we were getting into this on our live before it got cut off, but I was saying that's something else that is really, really important to understand, because when the Bible outlines marriage, it does not mention a successful marriage as being happy. It's nowhere in here about being happy. It really talks about covering, honor, and respect. It doesn't say happy. And so when we begin to look at marriage from these different perspectives, and we begin to unfold God's intention for marriage, we can actually walk into it with a different expectation and not look at it from the world's perspective of what is he going to do for me and how can I be happy, and begin to look at it from a standpoint of purpose. And so I love that.
Yes.
Go on and break it down.
Women, I'm glad you mentioned that, because women in marriage, you are on assignment.
Yes.
Have you ever been at work and been given an assignment and you stay focused on that one assignment no matter what happens? I mean, you'll skip your lunch break because you're on assignment. And when you see it as an assignment, you will work very differently.
Are y'all taking notes?
You are on assignment. This is something that you have to be so intentional about. I'm talking about when you don't feel like it, when you're not happy. And that's what I'm telling you. Don't rely on that joy from your spouse, right? Women who I know that are happy in their marriage, I also know that they have joy in their soul, right? I know that for many of them, it's a personal relationship with God. It's their personal. It is the essence of Christianity. It's the essence of the Holy Spirit, right? But some people, and there's people who are coming that are not believers, and we'll talk about how you access joy, right? But when you are in a marriage, you're on assignment. You are not there. You are not there hanging out and chilling, wondering what he can do for you. You're on assignment. You're on assignment to be a light in this world, right? Around the importance of connection.
Right.
I know we say we don't want to be connected, but we want to be connected. I'm telling you, even in this moment, with everything going on in the world, we still want to be connected. So I really want to hear questions from the audience. I'll take all your questions. I like to talk about everything. I saw some stuff, some questions coming from the divorce panel when you guys were talking with Dr. Lakita Long. I saw some stuff with Ronell, and I was like, oh, I can't wait. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, because we are going to keep it real. That's something we want to do. Our goal is to equip you to leave better than you came. So yes, we want your questions. How can you submit questions that you have? Because I know that this is just a little bit of the dialogue that we're going to have around marriage, and I know that this short video has caused you to think of some things. So you can submit your questions to fsc@freshstart707.org. I will actually drop that down below. Again, it's fsc@freshstart707.org. Or check this out, if you don't mind being public with your questions, you can actually drop them below this video.
Yes.
And we'll take a note of them, and we're going to get into some good dialogue at the panel.
Yes.
All right. So here's the other thing. If you haven't, I need you to stop and go follow this lady right here. I need you to follow her, because there are some amazing things that are going to be coming from her soon. And you guys, she is not only a beautiful person, but she is intelligent, and she is wise, and she is gifted. And so I'm excited to have her on our panel. And I'm excited about what else is to come.
Yes.
So I'm so glad that you joined me here tonight.
No problem.
And I'm so glad that you all get to know a little bit more about who she is. All right. So stay tuned for what else is to come. If you have not already, we want you to register and meet us there, because it is a night of fun, fellowship, and empowerment that you won't forget.
You will not forget it.
Yes.
And you will not forget it. Come out, ladies. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun.
Ladies Night Out 2018 is coming soon. Be there. Grace and peace. Bye.
Bye.